Tim, don't go any direction. Don't go north or east. Delete the world. I'm not joking. Tim, delete the world right now. You were always such a brat who never listened to mom or dad. I regret asking for a brother.
So today, we're gonna check out yet another Minecraft ARG video that has been popping up on my recommendations for the last couple of days. And it's called The Devastating Search for a Minecraft Player by Namentix.
A YouTube channel named Arrowhead200 only had one video uploaded named Let's Play Part 1. That name doesn't immediately take you off guard, but what the video holds and the story it tells is far beyond any run-of-the-mill Minecraft Let's Play you'd see. The video opens with a player in a seemingly already developed world, which stood out to me at first. If this is a Let's Play Part 1, why is everything already built in Part 1? All around the player is already pre-built. This isn't a fresh start like most Minecraft Let's Plays. So that begs the question, what is this player doing on an already pre-built world? Well, I guess there's no other way to find out than watching the videos themselves.
But you could just start a Let's Play off with some basic equipment and a basic build in order to like get it started and have fun.
I'm starting a Let's Play series on this account. I haven't uploaded in forever, so I figured, why not?
Yeah?
Instead of making a new world, though, I'm gonna use my brother and I's old one.
Oh.
Okay, at this point you're probably
that
even
makes
wondering
sense.
why we're covering this, because this seems extremely normal, but
I mean, it's like basic
beg
information.
You to keep watching.
We built this like 5 years ago.
The extreme difference in the house quality makes me think this was built by two different people. Arrow said he used to play the server with his brother, which means that one of these houses is his brother's and one of them is his. And since he said he was 9 years old when he made this, we can safely assume that the house behind him is his.
And then his brother's probably older.
Right? Please try not to be too impressed.
Arrow emphasizes this was his brother's build and not his, so that explains the difference in quality. Arrow explores around a little bit, notably just inspecting his brother's builds, and we can see scattered throughout are signs using the name Joseph. I think it's safe to assume Arrow's brother is named Joseph, since these signs are on all the property Arrow has said belongs to his brother. Those same signs he sees emphasize no Tim, which anyone with a younger brother would recognize as a sign to keep the little brother out of your stuff. So we can assume, knowing that these builds are by Arrow's brother and that Arrow's brother owns these properties, Arrow's name is most likely Tim. That's cool, but none of this is anything crazy. It really is just a normal playthrough of a nostalgic younger brother who probably misses a brother who went off to school.
Jeez, I thought that was a
playthrough of a nostalgic...
If you guys have like seen enough Minecraft videos, I saw like the rails and the building and it kind of took me back to like, you build on my Minecraft server? It kind of looks like it a little bit.
Younger brother
I can't say the name because, you know, YouTube and guidelines and so on.
As Tim goes around, we really get
how
to
many
see how
tracks do they need?
Joseph's old builds were. We see that he had a buddy that used to help him too, but it seems that together they have created something truly amazing. Now you may be asking still, why are we even covering this video? There's nothing strange even going on. Well, Joseph goes inside his house and he finds that there's diamonds in his chest that...
Wait, why do you say Joseph? Isn't it Tim? Joseph is the bigger brother, it seems like. And Tim should be the smaller brother. Or did I confuse the two? Yeah, I hope Joseph doesn't mind me using his builds. Let's see what I have left.
There's nothing strange even going on. Well, Joseph goes inside his house and he finds that there's diamonds in his chest that he did not put there.
No, but that should be Tim, isn't it? Tim is Arrowhead.
Joe must have left these.
Yeah,
he continues to check his chests, and inside there's a book that he grabs. It doesn't have a name or anything. And it seems like Tim is under that assumption too, until he just messed up the names. Misclicks trying to open the door, and it opens the book instead.
See, Tim.
Tim, I found something insane out southeast. It's so cool. It's a giant open area, and could have a ton of ore for us. Writing this just in case I don't see you before I go to Dad's in the morning. I know Mom made you go to bed tonight, but I wish I could wake you up so you could see this. Anyway, I'm gonna go see what we can find there. Seems like Niara's goes there too.
That was their
Remember,
friend.
Don't touch my ore chests unless I say so. Joe.
I don't think I've ever read that.
We finally get to hear from Tim's brother Joe, who has been mentioned throughout the video countless times. It seems he wrote him a book that Tim never found.
I didn't think that book had anything in it. He said go where?
We see that Joe instructs Tim
Southeast.
to head out southeast, as
that's
that's
why you have
where
the
he found
compass.
something insane.
Southeast. Huh. He used to get excited about random stuff like this. This world certainly feels weird without him. Not like
I sure
scary
hope he
weird,
didn't
just
die.
empty without him.
Then the video just pretty much ends with Tim saying that next part will be him going southeast, and that this part mainly focused on the tour. Okay, so what's so strange about this video?
But
It's
there's only
literally
one,
just
right?
a let's play of a brother playing an old world that he used to play with his older brother. Well, Arrowhead completely stopped uploading after this, and
That's 10
I
days
thought
ago.
that was just it. This was just a let's play that was posted once and was never continued. But when you look in the comments, there's a comment from a user named TimArrowhead200, and it says this: "Hey everyone, I'm posting the rest on this channel. I lost access to the account, and my brother can't give the password." Couldn't give the password? Huh. Anyway,
did
Tim
die.
has made another account
Oh
to
my
post
God.
videos on, meaning there's more
Joe
videos
did
left
die.
than we initially thought. But what this channel holds is no ordinary Let's Play series.
Whoa.
Inside this channel
Whoa.
is a frightening, emotional, and devastating story of a player searching for a brother he believes was left behind.
I feel like most of these like Minecraft ARG videos is always like, you know, searching for a world that doesn't exist, searching for a player, the search for something, the search for something. It's always, I feel like that's kind of like the meta or like the trend right now is when you make like a Minecraft story video or an ARG video, it's the search for something, searching for a world, searching for a player, searching for a location. I just feel like I just wanted to point it out. It's kind of funny.
Tim's first video on this new account is called Let's Play Part 2 Southeast, and it opens similarly to the other video. It just opens with Tim greeting everyone once again and telling us the issue that he found a book from his brother in a chest in his house. After introducing himself one more time, Tim makes his way downstairs to seemingly go through Joseph's stuff to see what he has. That's when he sees another chest, this one now labeled Niar's stuff.
Yeah, we saw that room before, but we didn't
Oh,
actually
yeah.
see it. That's the
Niar.
friend.
He used to join sometimes. One of my brother's buddies. He didn't really talk much. Like, barely ever typed. I
What's
think
in
he
his
was
chest
just
then?
shy.
Now, if you noticed from earlier, this is not the first time that Tim has mentioned Niar. When he
was in
first
the
opened
book.
Joseph's book, Joseph describes that Niar had also been going to the southeast location. While nothing within itself here is strange, a guy just playing with a guy and his brother, when he shows Niar and his brother together, that's when things get a little weird. We see who we can only assume is Joseph standing next to a black figure who we
Oh,
can
wow,
only
okay, yeah.
assume is Niar. Immediately after showing us the picture, Tim starts to talk about how Niar was crazy at building and was pretty much the person who helped Joseph build everything in the background. Tim suddenly remembers that he has to go southeast, seemingly taken aback by this whole Niar conversation. Regardless, he starts on his way southeast. On this entire walk, nothing looks odd at all and seems like a completely normal Minecraft world. I literally paused and looked at every detail along the way, but nothing was setting off any alarms. But that all changes when Tim walks up a hill going southeast, and that's where he sees it. The area
it's a
that
missing
Joe told him
chunk.
about in the book.
Oh my god. Isn't this like a chunk era? Whoa. This is giving me like liminal space kind of vibes. That's actually insane.
Joe found this?
It's gotta be like a
How
chunk
did we
era,
never
right?
come here?
With no other way to get down, Tim starts building down with dirt blocks into the open area. There is quite literally nothing in this entire area besides a massive chasm cave behind him. And Tim takes note of that. He says that the next part will be primarily focused on seeing whatever is in that cave. He believes that's where Joe must have gone. So with nothing else to say or do for the rest of this Let's Play, Tim just ends the video here, until next time when he'll explore that cave. Luckily for us, Tim has several more videos uploaded, so we can continue on without any grievance. The next video is titled Let's Play Part 3, Stuff My Bro Built, and Tim is stationed right in front of the weird cave once again. I really do hope you're starting to see why I decided to pursue this Let's Play series specifically. It has so many strange occurrences that just go so much deeper than what's initially on the surface, so let's keep diving deeper. Tim opens this video similarly to the other videos. He's just greeting everyone in front of the massive cave that he found. He goes inside the cave and looks around for a little bit, seemingly looking for ore, which there seems to be none of. And when he gets to the middle part of the cave, that's where he sees the library.
But isn't there like a library in the end? Like there is like a giant when you get to the stronghold. The stronghold. Jesus Christ. It's almost like,
oh my god.
It's like 2 dimensions fused together almost.
Did they build this?
Didn't they discover it? They couldn't have built it. It's almost like a corruption, because why would you have a tree in the middle of nowhere? It's almost like the entire chunk corrupted the remaining parts or the remaining chunks, like the adjacent chunks. This is actually insane.
Why would he build all of this?
This must have taken a while to actually make.
Strangely placed trees are the only thing that's different from the sprawl of bookshelves. But up ahead, Tim almost misses mysterious signs that read out this.
Tim, do not let it find us. Delete our world. Delete our memories. Tell Mom and Dad I'm sorry they have to take care of me.
What does this even mean? Take care of you? Joe can't type since then. He hasn't been able to. Maybe he wrote this before?
Since the accident?
He had to.
I'm sorry, what? Joe can't type? So how did he type those books in the past? Regardless of that, when Tim looks behind him, a door sits in front of him, and above it, there is text. It's not legible in English, but when translated, it roughly says, "My favorite project." And Tim, he obviously can't read it, as he doesn't really react, but when he walks through the doorway, he finds a library. It's nothing too insane, just rows and rows of books. Not too much, nothing compared to before, but still interesting. 2 very notable things sit right in front of Tim,
void.
A long dark wooden tunnel and a strange doorway.
This looks important.
Yeah, but the void also looks very interesting.
I'm guessing him or Nayar built something down here? They used to go way overboard with building, as you saw.
Tim goes with his gut and takes the less ominous path, but when he opens the door to the other path, it reveals the cathedral.
Whoa. They couldn't have built this, could they? Or what if they just found this? It would have actually been pretty cool if Minecraft was like this. I know they have like dungeons and like the newer updates, but if they just have buildings like this.
Wow.
This would go so
This
hard.
had to be Nayar. He was better than Joe at building.
Tim seems starstruck by the cathedral, almost too distracted to notice the lectern in the center. But when he does, the book reads this.
Isn't this place cool, Tim? I think Nayar built it. He always was the best builder. I'm gonna keep exploring. Keep heading east.
East is right.
As Tim wanders around, signs ahead of him become very visible. The signs are slightly difficult to make out, but when you read them, they say,
Tim, please delete our world. Do not go east. It is toying with us.
What if
This isn't funny. Joe wouldn't tell me to delete this world. He has way too much here.
I think it's Nayar.
Give me a sec, please. I'm gonna go ask him in real life. He's in the other room. Be right back.
Oh, okay, so it seems like Joe is okay. He's still living with Tim. That's a bit strange, but I guess we'll just wait for Tim to return as he just sits here.
Alright, I'm back. He didn't really respond, per usual.
But there must have been an accident. Something must have
So,
happened.
do I go east or not?
Yeah, east is
And right here is where Tim decides to end the video, seemingly done exploring this area until next time. I really am starting to wonder what he meant by Joe not really responding, but there is just simply not enough information here to understand what's going on. Anyway, let's continue on with the next part of Tim's strange Let's Play, the next video now titled Let's Play 4. What you'll notice is that Tim has dropped the subtitle that the previous videos had. But the only trend this video doesn't change is that it opens the exact same way, with Tim greeting everybody, but this time, he's a little bit more explanatory on what exactly is going on with Joe.
This time, I showed Joe the videos I was making. He didn't really have a reaction, unfortunately. So maybe Niar did make this and not him. He made a little noise though, which he doesn't do too often. So maybe he remembers somewhat.
Something clearly did happen to Joe over these last couple of years.
An
We
accident.
gotta keep watching to figure out what exactly is going on. Tim then points the compass east, which is exactly what the signs told him not to do. He follows the path in the cathedral down until he reaches... Okay, I'm sorry. What was that?
Sorry, I didn't. Whoa! Jesus! I did not even spot that!
He follows the path in the cathedral down until he reaches... Okay, I'm sorry. What was that?
That's... Niar, right? Niar.
Someone or something is watching Tim in the background, and Tim seems completely oblivious to it as he
I
keeps
didn't even
walking
spot
past
it. Sorry, signs?
It's literally just standing there, watching him. But Tim, he clearly does not see it. He continues to go east and keeps going deeper. He once again seemingly finds himself at a dead end, but ahead is once again another lectern.
This area is really strange. Niar keeps looking at me from corners and disappearing.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep going east, but for now, Tim, I think it's best you log off and wait for me to get back from Dad's. I'll be back soon. Don't cry this time either. It makes Mom stressed. Joe.
Look behind.
He wrote this the night before it happened, I think. Because he was supposed to go to Dad's. He never went though. And what do you mean Niar was acting weird? Niar was playing with you again?
With nowhere left to go, Tim points the compass east. Breaking the wall that's pointing east reveals another area.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. This is so well
If
created.
he kept going east, then so am I.
Even after finding this strange crying obsidian cave, he keeps the compass needle pointed east. He's seemingly determined to follow the same exact path Joe took all those years. He's seemingly determined to follow the same...
You guys don't see him, but he's right there behind him. And I actually do like the... it's not a similarity. I don't know exactly what the connection between don't cry, it's stressing Mom out, and then you have crying obsidian. This could have been glowstone or normal obsidian or just any other sort of block, but the fact that it's crying obsidian is actually such a nice choice.
exact path Joe took all those years ago. We can see that Tim is approaching a doorway at the end of the cave, and Tim climbs up to it quickly. He keeps the needle pointed east, unmoving.
I'm still following Niar. It's nearly 2 a.m. and he still hasn't left our world. Heading east now, but then back north. Tim, if it's you who found this, please just log off until I come back. It's cool and all, but it's a bit scary. I don't want you coming any further and getting lost. No clue how Niar made any of this. He's not answering my chats. Joe.
Tim seems upset about how late Joe stayed up that night, but when he takes a step back is when he notices the sign.
Tim, don't go any direction. Don't go north or east. Delete the world.
Did I miss this when I walked in?
No, Tim, you didn't. Reversing the video, we can see that the sign was not there when he walked
Whoa.
in, but when Tim turns the corner,
Whoa.
that's when it suddenly appears. Tim, however, is convinced the sign was always there, but regardless, he heads east, exactly what the
I have a
sign
theory.
said not to do.
I have a
But when
theory.
he breaks the wall, it reveals another sign.
My theory is that Niar, I think, they are a sort of entity, and they stole Joseph's soul. So Joe's soul is essentially in this world here, and that's why he's a sort of like a vegetable, a shell of a man on the outside. So the accident must have happened during a night where they were just playing video games, where Nior was just building, Joe saw something that he shouldn't have, Nior took his soul, and that's after he became a vegetable, essentially. So the books we're reading are notes from Joe before it happened, but the signs we're seeing is Joe's spirit communicating with us, telling us to delete this world before the same fate happens to us. I'm betting $100 that that's the end.
I'm not joking.
Tim 100% gets the message and backs away. He then sets his sights north, which was the other direction that Joe mentioned in the book. Breaking the wall reveals once again another path.
Why do you never listen? I was so excited for Mom to have a baby boy. I finally could have a brother. I remember how small you were, but you always followed me around and annoyed me. Some things never change. Delete the world.
Tim obviously seems very taken aback by this once again, but he doesn't pay it any more attention because he doesn't know when Joe would have even written this. So he almost pays it no mind and continues to go north. Breaking the northern wall reveals the library, shrouded in darkness.
Oh, behind him again. Oh my god.
The library, shrouded in darkness.
He's always right behind us, looking as we are, exploring and discovering all of these areas.
The area is sprawling and seemingly infinite.
Tim, Mom, and Dad can't
Tim, Mom and Dad can't have another kid that's ridden to a chair. Delete this. Joe wouldn't talk about Mom and Dad like that. Whoever's doing this, stop it. We still love my brother, regardless of his state.
I'm right on the money.
You were always such a brat who never listened to Mom or Dad. Jeez.
He's not there, though. Oh, wait, you can't break it? I regret asking for a brother. God damn.
I regret asking for a brother. You don't mean that. You waited for me after school every day. You're just trying to get me to delete the world.
But there's a reason.
But it won't work.
Tim keeps going forward, defying his brother's messages and completely ignoring all the insults he's hurling his way. It had to cut deep down, but it didn't matter anymore.
Delete the world.
Tim,
right
delete
now.
the world right now. Do not feed it. Don't die because of me.
But I think
Why would Joe write this?
Joe is
It's not funny
trying
at all.
Joe is trying every single trick for Tim to stop exploring and discovering what Nior actually built. So Joe is trying to be nice, be calm, be direct, be evil, be a bad guy. He's trying everything in his arsenal to stop the same thing happening to Tim that happened to Nior. So maybe he wanted I feel like the problem is that Tim is too curious, and they usually say curiosity killed the cat. And any sort of thing that Joe can say, if it's an insult, if it's a nice message, if it's being direct, if it's being indirect, nothing can stop it because Tim is already on a set path. And the guy lurking in the shadows will catch up to us at some point. I feel like this is well made so far. I hope that the conclusion is actually good. Yep. I hope it has a good ending, because so far the setup with the mysterious guy in our world and about Joe being bedridden, tied to a bed, is so interesting. I like how dark it is as well, like it's literally pitch black. Another lectern.
Tim, I'm serious. I'll be home soon. This place is freaky, and Niar is acting weird. I don't want him around you.
Tim seems to now acknowledge that yes, Niar was acting strange. At least in whatever was going on between him and Joe, but he still ignores his messages. He still goes further. Tim doesn't seem to care what his brother was saying any longer. He just wants to see where he went. But Tim seems to notice something.
The eyes, right?
The torches.
The torches that were once behind Tim are now gone, and he's clearly spooked
It's
enough
N.
to begin walking away from whatever is in the dark.
I'm just gonna call him N. Yep. There he is.
Something
There he
is very obviously following Tim, and Tim is quick to cover up his tracks. But when he walks in, he's faced with another sign.
Tim, I don't want you to see this. Please stop.
Tim ignores the sign's wishes once again and continues to move forward, clearly not caring anymore what the signs have to say. He walks out into utter blackness
The tomb, isn't it?
when suddenly the lights turn on.
What if this is a recreation of their house?
Who turned the lights on?
Could have been Joe. He's gonna be
What
like,
the
wait,
hell?
that's my house. Yeah, right.
That looks like...
Yeah.
Tim tells us that the house we're looking at is in fact an exact replica of his mom's house. Tim then goes back to the lectern he passed before.
Tim, I didn't build this. Niar did. I asked him
Shit.
how he knew what it looked like, and he didn't answer. He just stood there for a long time. Then he went down another tunnel. I don't like this anymore. If you find this, tell Mom. This isn't funny. Log off, please.
Tim then decides he's had enough torment and decides to end this video here, but he notably vows to return with another video soon.
But isn't it the last one? I'm pretty sure the next one we actually have is the final video that is on the channel.
I genuinely do not know what to make of any of this, but I'll try to pinpoint what we know so far. First is Joseph. 5 years ago, he was building massive structures and leaving detailed notes. Now, according to Tim, he's non-verbal and confined to a chair. And then there's Niar. Niar doesn't seem like some random friend who logged on occasionally. He barely spoke, yet he somehow influenced Joe's building, and he stayed online for hours. Now he appears to have recreated their real home under the ground. He seems to be the figure following Tim in the dark, too. I can't lie, he seems like a stalker, someone obsessed with these two for some reason we cannot see. Then there's the books and signs, which seems to be written in different time periods. Signs are genuinely just appearing sometimes, as we saw before, so they
Joe
are
Spirit.
being created in real time. The question is the person behind these signs really Joseph? Or is it just Niar messing with Tim, following his every move? But I believe the only way to find out what's even going on here is to watch the last video, this one titled Our House. The video titled Our House opens up with Tim exactly where he
Behind
was
him.
in the last video.
Behind him, there's a
He,
black shadow.
this time, walks down to the actual house, and as we can see, and as Tim says, it's an exact replica of his mom's house.
This is literally just our house.
As Tim
That's gotta
walks
be a
in and walks
nice-ass
throughout the
house.
house, he begins to point
That
out
is a
details that
nice-ass
seem
house.
off. He says the interior looks somewhat similar, as in the shape looks similar, but the details around each specific area seem off and uneven. Nonetheless, he makes his way upstairs, and what he notices when he gets up there is that there's a name correlating to each room. Tim first checks out his room, and he confirms that it looks not identical but
close, I
similar
guess.
in shape and size. But he definitely notes that something's off, and even points out the exact location that he's sitting in real life. Tim then makes rounds throughout the house, checking out each room to see if they match what they look like in real life. He confirms that suspicion, but then ends at Joseph's room, seemingly hesitating to go in. But he eventually decides to, and that's when he sees another sign.
Tim, why must you not listen? Always.
This is where Joe sits and watches cartoons. He laughs sometimes, which is sweet to hear, even if it's really quiet.
Tim is almost enjoying himself here until he turns the corner.
Stop going east. Stop playing. Delete this world. Now.
Tim has had enough. He breaks the sign, tells it he'll go wherever he wants to go, and then leaves the house, continuing to explore. But just as Tim leaves the house, he notices another tunnel.
Oh. That was the tunnel that Joe used to follow in the previous, when he was still alive or like still okay.
Niar isn't normal, Tim. He's a stranger who keeps leading me somewhere. I tried kicking him from our world, but it didn't work. My only choice here is to see where he's heading and kill him when he's not looking. He won't stop going, though. I regret following him, but I don't want him to terrorize you, too. I'll stop him. Trust me.
Tim backs away and looks down the tunnel. He decides to look at his house one more time and then makes his way towards the end, where signs are now there where they weren't before.
Tim, I'm serious. You can't beat it. It will hurt you. Delete the world right now. Cut it off from me, from us. Please, Tim.
It's beyond us.
It's a cancer, Tim. It's beyond us, and it doesn't care.
On the other side of the sign, something peers through.
Joe?
Not Joe, that's just a... It's another build, isn't it? It says something. I can't really read what it says. God, I love the music choice in this video. It's like very liminal, like very... It's not really backrooms like, but it's very out of this world, if that makes sense. It's squids. Just a massive...
The building in front of Tim
squids.
seemingly has letters on it, and when I pulled those letters, I got this.
Caesar cipher.
This doesn't mean anything at first, because it's actually a cipher which reads out family memories when translated. Family memories, huh? Interesting. Interesting.
And he's also right there, down at the opening, if you see like the black shadow, like the black character.
Tim heroically begins to walk toward where he believes he can find more things about Joe, but when he does, the video ends. This can't be it. Are you serious? This is where the entire story ends?
No.
Not quite.
No.
If you look in Tim's description of the Our House video, there is a Google Drive URL, our favorite, and when
Nice.
you plug it in, it opens a drive with 2 objects in it. One PDF and one video. And this video is the final piece we need to complete this story. In this final video, which was hidden away in a Google Drive, Tim opens up by telling us why he stopped the last video. But that comes to a close very quickly when he turns around and there is a lectern right in front of him.
Tim, my head hurts. He keeps standing behind me. When I turn around, he's gone. I don't think he's building anymore. I think he's changing things. Please log off and tell Mom.
But why can't Joe just log off? Like, what's stopping...
Clearly Niar was hurting Joe in some way. And I'll find out in what way that is. I promise, Joe.
Tim makes his way to the upstairs area of this strange library, and that's when he's face to face once again with more signs.
I can't let Mom go through that again. I can't let you get hurt. What kind of big brother would I be?
There's another sign that says delete
Tim
the
is
world.
extremely quick to defend Joe, making it clear that it doesn't matter what state Joe is in. Him and his mom and his dad still love him very much. Tim once again ignores the countless pleas from the signs to delete the world and continues onward.
I'm gonna keep going southeast, but my head is starting to hurt a bit. I think it's just getting too late. Tim, please just leave the game now. I will be back. I plan on going to bed soon. No.
It seems the only thing Tim heard in that entire book was go southeast, which he does.
Please, Tim, he isn't from our universe. He is infinite. He is old. He walks among us just for fun. He is old. This is what? He walks among us often just for fun. He is old. This is all a game to him. Please, Tim, he isn't from our universe. He is infinite. Isn't Infinite like a character from Sonic? Like one of the most recent trash Sonic game? Oh, we're gonna be face to face soon, aren't we? That's a steep drop.
Niar is hurting me. Please don't think any different of me when this is all over.
I could never think differently of you. Ever. I'll find Niar.
But I think he already found you. It's the last chance to lead our world. There's another sign down there as well. I don't want him to hurt you like he hurt me. Oh, the lights.
He won't.
The lights
I just want answers. If he's here.
Tim uses the strength his brother Joe gave him and faces the darkness, prepared for anything that's ahead of him.
Where is he? Looks like another chunk era. Could be.
Walking through the dark, alone but determined, Tim calls out a familiar name, expecting an answer.
Nior.
Niar, if you're here, show yourself.
The answer to his desperate call is not there, and he continues to venture deeper, looking for answers where there may be none.
Please.
Come on. Come on. Yeah. What's your plan?
Niar, what happened between you two? Followed where? What did you do to him? Don't lie to me. Don't think what you did makes me think any differently about him. What do you take me for?
A fool.
I take you as human. You ask what to reject what you do not understand. It is always entertainment to me. Although, if you thought possible is not the same anymore, it has been entertaining.
Was this seriously all a joke to you? Was Joe telling the truth? Did you really hurt him?
This simply does not fit with you anymore.
Simply does not fit with you
Who
anymore.
let you decide that? That's not your choice. He's my brother. He always belonged with us. You don't get to decide that. Why even wait all these years for me to come? Why let me find all of this? Why not just leave us alone?
Because it builds character.
I wanted to make up the living room over something proving it.
It is, that's not. Wait. There was something in the bottom. There was something in the bottom. Like there was. Oh, it's saving world. Saving world just showed up in the bottom. But
Are you not human?
But caring for your brother is not trivial.
Then stay away from us. You think just because you changed him means I hate him. Your assumption is so wrong, Niar. You don't understand me, or my brother.
Interesting response. Thank you for entertaining me for only a moment of my infinitesimal life that age in.
Left the game. What's gonna happen to Tim now?
What?
Was that just it?
You can't just leave.
Was that just a
I
payoff?
need answers. Joe, are you really here?
Yes, he is.
I love you, Tim. Please delete our world.
I can't do that. Wouldn't that kill you?
No, Tim. I'll still be with you. I am just changed now, that's all.
mean? Come on, Joe, talk to me. Just one more sign, please.
Niar showed me infinity, but in every life, I wish we are brothers.
We are always brothers, right?
We'll be brothers forever. Nothing will change that.
Do you promise me?
I'm not crying, guys. Don't worry. This is all fake. It's all fake.
I promise, Tim. I'm still by your side.
Joe, are you sure this isn't going to hurt you?
My voice may stay here, but I will be by your side.
I don't like how that sounds.
Oh, God.
I'll still be with you and Mom. Same as I've been.
Back to the way things were before? You're gonna talk again? You're gonna be able to ride a bike with me again?
Oh, please say yes. Please say yes.
No, Tim. Things have changed, but I'll be there. As always, I'll be quiet, but I'll be there. We will hang out just like we always have. We will continue to do so.
You're right, Joe. Things have changed, and that's okay. I just want us to be together. I'll delete this world, but only to cut Niar off. Forever. So he can't keep you here anymore. And you'll be with us. Even if things are changed, like you said. Goodbye, Joe's voice.
Oh, God. God damn, that was good. That was good. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, dude. God
Yes.
damn.
This is what made me show all of you this story.
Hey everybody. I wanted to give you an update on my brother. He is doing very well. I took him on a walk after all of this happened and he was smiling. We saw a movie afterward and he laughed lightly throughout. He still sits around the table and eats with me and my mom. He still goes to Dad's with me and still stays by my side whenever we play anything. He's the best brother I could have ever asked for. He may be quiet, but he's still Joe, he's still human, and he's still my brother. And I don't care if Niar is still watching us from every corner of our home. He's my best friend and nothing can change that. And if you're listening, Niar, if you thought that doing that to Joe would tear us apart, then clearly you haven't lived long enough to understand humans yet. Keep trying. Thank you for caring enough to watch my Let's Play series. Tim.
God damn. Oh shit. I'm just gonna wait for the video to end, and then I'll give you guys my comments on it. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This hits hard because I also have a brother who's been going through some stuff at the moment. I'm not really gonna say more than that, but I have a brother. We don't talk as often as we should do, but you know, life gets in the way sometime. I feel like this was a great conclusion to this entire video, even though we don't get much information about who they are, where they come from. We know that they are an alien, let's just put it like that. I think that they might just be an alien who wanted some sort of entertainment, and N thought that it was funny to torment and torture humans to see the motions and the feelings that we go through when we lose a family member, a significant other, someone that we care about. So I was right in my assumption that N trapped Joe in here and basically changed them into a shell of a human being. And the only way to really set Joe free was in order to delete the world, which is why Joe wanted the world to be deleted, because they're kind of like stuck in limbo, right? They don't really have a place to be because N was keeping them in here. And the reason why we got so many warnings was because Joe didn't want the same thing to happen to Tim, as we saw throughout the video with a lot of the signs. But in the end, like I said before, the only thing that N wanted out of this was entertainment. They thought it was funny seeing other people being hurt, being in pain, being almost tortured for so many years. God damn. God damn. I love when Minecraft is used for as like a storytelling medium like this. That even though it's just a video game, people can create some amazing stories. Like stories like this when you have like it's a bittersweet ending, right? I mean, Tim got his brother back, but Joe is still in the state that he's in. And it also sounded like that N was still like, N was transported to outside of the game. Even though we deleted the world and we deleted the connection between the game and Tim, it sounded like that N was still like around the house in different corners, like when we go back to this message here. And I don't care if N is watching us from every corner of our home. He's still my friend and nothing can change that. And if you are listening, N, if you thought that doing that to Joe would keep us apart, then you clearly haven't lived long enough to understand humans yet. But it sounds like, I think this might give us just the information that we need in terms of like know which kind of character that N is, and this could be a figure of speech, or it could have like a deeper meaning, or it could mean something different. Like N could not be a person, like it could be a situation, or it could be something that applies to every situation. But that N is just someone that craves drama, or craves not attention, but they crave a certain form of entertainment, if it makes sense. I feel like when you think about it in like the bigger scheme or like the grand scheme of things, it's hard to like put it into perspective, but I do understand this entire video about a family being broken apart and people living in fear and people being in pain and silence and so on. But I think I'm kind of done yapping. I feel like my thoughts are like a little bit all over the place at the moment. I'm gonna need some time like off this video to like get a full understanding, to get like the full meaning of this. But holy shit, you guys gotta check out Namentix. I think it's Namentix. Check out their channel. They only have like a couple of videos. When they do something new in the future, I would love to actually check this out. This was banger for like a channel who has like 5 videos and 10k subscribers. Check them out. Subscribe to their channel. Watch their content. And in the future, if they make something new, like anything other Minecraft story related, there's also like something is watching me in my world and my Minecraft world is trying to be my friend, you know. If you guys want me to check these out, I can do that. But for now, check out Namentix. Hug your loved ones and tell them that you love them. And I think that's about it. Let me know your theories though. Thank you all for watching. Let me know your theories in the comments below. What do you believe is like the moral of this story for this video here? And I think with that said, I will head out.